Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius for the month of January 2020. Um, so it is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. It may be your story, it may not. If not, check your moon and your rising sign for your messages. They could be there. If not, simply check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Okay, so what I do is called storytelling. I work with multiple decks, I layer them, I create scenes in your story. I'm typically given an energy to work with right away, and I work with the imagery and the symbolism. I work with messages that I'm given, images, feelings that I connect to. So let's begin. Beginning here. Card of Death. This is a card of transformation. You may be hoping to transform something, to close out one cycle, begin another. With this person, you maybe things are not transforming the way or in the way that you were hoping. Maybe something needs to end, not necessarily the relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's just get into this. This could be like a way of thinking or of doing something that needs to be transformed. So over here we have the moon. Now the moon is patterns that repeat themselves. It's karmic cycles. Um, the outcome to this would lie in your hands, is what this card would be saying, because lessons will keep repeating themselves until learned, so to speak. So, what is this about? Well, our story really is right here. The rest of these are just kind of like clarifying what I'm seeing here. You suspect somebody of you're suspicious of them, you're not trusting them, you may suspect that there's deception, or maybe even that they're taking advantage of you. And this could be because things are not transforming the way you would like them to or expected them to. You could have, whoever this is, a very, or are rather, suspicious by nature. Because I have several indications of this in this reading. Imagining the worst, maybe this is something that you do often, that it doesn't take much for you to maybe jump the gun a little. At the bottom of this deck, it's another card of suspicions. Here, this is the Eight of Coins, and one of these, actually more than one, two actually, appear to be rather devilish. So, this could be a fairly new relationship, or someone that you have been dating for a little while, and maybe it's just not going the way you had hoped or expected that it would. Or you're not seeing or getting the results you thought you would. So, being suspicious by nature, you would automatically suspect that something is wrong. Okay, that's what this is about. So you are fishing for information. You're somebody who's up in the mind a lot. And you're undecided as to whether they're taking advantage of you or not, is what I pick up. You're reflecting on this. Hmm. Um, and you're reflecting on maybe are they just seeing me or are they seeing somebody else? Are they being honest with me or are they lying? Because sometimes maybe they seem a little distant, or maybe they're not as open, or maybe they're not committing totally in the way you desire. Are they going to walk away? Do they really love me? Do they really want this relationship? There is some sort of shocking information that is coming to you, or a shocking revelation that is coming to you, but I don't think it's in a bad way. Um, Whatever this revelation is, it is life changing. I mean, there could very possibly, for somebody, be a proposal coming, and it's like, but you're thinking the worst. You are not expecting this. That's what I mean. This is something shocking, but in a good way that brings up very intense, deep emotions, because while you're totally thinking one thing, very negative, of course, it's actually completely something else that's going on here. So you're thinking this person could be deceiving you, taking advantage of you. You're not quite trusting them, feeling that, it's not really balanced, or, is this even the right path? And you're thinking all of these, you're having all of these negative thoughts and fears, and it's not what you think it is at all. That is not what is going on. Um, I think that this person is actually thinking of a proposal, um, or has been. It's possible that um, if it's like, this person may not have been sure, um, um, and were taking their time with this, wanting to be sure. That's like, the way I should say it. Um, Before actually taking this action. But because of that, it may have gave you a different impression of what was going on, or your perception, you know, of how you saw things. Um, so they were holding back, but it wasn't for the reasons you thought it was, is what I'm getting here. But you, of course, were in the Nine of Swords energy, thinking the worst. of this person. And maybe when this comes out, you're actually going to experience feelings of guilt for having thought this, like feelings of remorse, even for having thought, or, the way that you did. Um, yeah, you see here, it's like you think somebody's got a secret. You think, and actually they do, but I mean, it's not what you think it is. But, and you are just like wanting or determined to find out what that secret is. Why have they been acting this way? And imagining all of these things, having all of these negative thoughts, imagining they were deceiving you or that they were planning to deceive you in some way. It's a type of perception or thought pattern that needs to be released, and I think this is what needs to transform, really. I mean, it could also be that this situation it will be transforming because there's some sort of shocking revelation that changes things. So there is unexpected news coming in for you. Something that is going to take you by surprise because you're just not expecting it. You're expecting something very negative. So, in our overall messages, we have the Golden Palace. It's telling you to let go of your tight hold on what you believe um, your security or the relationship should look like. Now is the time to count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. You are being asked to trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb. Practice faith, and the treasure will be revealed to you. In fact, you'll find it right in plain sight. By going with the flow, you will be led to the treasure. So just allow things to happen and, put those suspicions to rest. Because I don't feel that this person's up to anything deceptive at all. In fact, I think that they're planning to surprise you. Um, the magic stream. Every experience that you have has its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences flow from one to another, informing and influencing yet more. Everything happens for a reason. There's always a greater plan, even if you do not see it. Therefore, it is important that you do not interrupt this flow. Now, this is twice you are getting this message because what you're doing here is you are interrupting this flow because I feel like you are spying on this person, thinking they're up to no good. So there is a huge revelation, um, a surprise coming for you. Just relax and let it happen. Let it come to you. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has donated um, to my channel. I wish you all a very safe and happy holiday and all the best in 2020. Many blessings to you.